Hey guys, Joyful Gamer here, and today we're doing What If Deku was in Persona 5. And I am very excited for this What If because I actually remember most of the names now. Yeah, that's unexpected. But yes, I digress. But mostly for the characters, not the places. Mostly characters. Remember that. Emphasis on the characters. But yes, I digress. So pretty much, I'll be quiet and let's continue with the what if. Of course, you all know it's going to be part 5, so. Part 5. Part 1. God, my brain is all over the place right now. But I digress. So, of course, we start of how every story of Izuku begins. Izuku being named Quirkless. Of course, being labeled Quirkless and the Quirk Doctor. Of course, sadly, everything happens as canon, with Izuku being bullied. Of course, everyone calling him a useless Deku, everyone laughing at him, mocking him. But, of course, Izuku doesn't let that stop him. He doesn't let that let him get him down. Izuku thinking that he can do it in his own way, somehow. Of course, he keeps saying that, I'm gonna be a hero even if I'm quirkless. I can, I know I can. With, of course, everyone still, making fun of him and telling him that he should just give up. And of course, Katsuki Bakugo still bullies Izuku a lot. Of course, this is gonna slightly change Izuku a little bit. Actually, a lot. Sorry. With then, of course, we skip ahead when Izuku's like somewhere 7 to 6 years old. I really don't know. Pretty much, yeah. And then, pretty much, of course, Izuku going to a a shop that's filled with comics. With then, of course, Izuku just grabs a comic of heroes like All Might, Endeavor, all you can think of. With Izuku just saying, can I become a hero? It's like he starts doubting himself. He starts thinking like he can't do anything. With then, of course, he's just thinking, no, I can. I just need to work hard. But then he says, but how? With then, of course, Izuku hears a voice. Huh? Deku? What are you doing here? With, of course, Izuku instantly turns around and sees Kachan! What are you doing here? With Katsuki just saying, I asked first, you useless Deku! I don't know if I'm doing Katsuki's voice right or wrong, but I won't let that stop me. Of course, Izuku said, I just want to read comics. There's nothing wrong with that. With Katsuki saying, really? To become a useless Deku of a hero? Yeah, right. Get out of here, Deku. He's gonna be useless and slow everyone down. Izuku just telling him, stop it, Kachan. I'm still gonna be a hero, even if I'm quirkless. I know I can do it. I just need to work hard. More than anyone. With Katsuki just saying, huh? So I see you still have that. I see you still having a useless dream, huh? Huh. Yeah, right. You want me to put you back down on your place, Deku? With, of course, Katsuki just showing, little explosions in his hands. Not powerful enough to, actually hurt someone, but mostly, to just leave a little, just to, for show, the little fireworks and stuff. Izuku kind of scared, with then the store owner saying, hey, if you're gonna use your quirks in here, then I suggest you leave. Now. If not, stop bothering other people. Leave them alone. With, of course, Katsuki saying, yeah, whatever, old man. With of course, the store owner saying, okay, brat, then leave. If you don't want here, or you're not gonna buy any more of these, limited edition cards. And of course, Katsuki saying, whatever. You got lucky here, Deku. Come on, guys, let's get out of here. With, of course, Katsuki actually leaves the store with his little goons. With Izuku saying, just pretty much like laying on his back on the little things where the comics are, and pretty much just like starts sliding down a bit, and he just sits with Izuku saying, "Thank you, sir." With the store owner saying, "No problem, kid. Uh, are you okay?" Pretty much notices how down in the dumps Izuku looks. With Izuku saying, "Yeah, I'm fine." With then, of course, pretty much. With then, of course, uh, he says, "Are you sure? Because you want to. Because I heard what he said to you. It's not nice to stomp on someone else's dream." With Izuku saying, "Yeah, it's just that I want to be a hero, but I'm quirkless." With the man saying, "Oh, I understand now." With pretty much the guy, pretty much the store owner understanding it. With then instantly the guy getting an idea, which he thinks that might actually help Izuku with his dream. With then the guy saying, wait, wait here, Izuku. I'll be back." With Izuku saying, "Huh?" With the store owner pretty much going to the back, and then instantly we go to his perspective. With then the guy going to a safe, with then opening it with the key with an old key, and the safe looks like it was like gathering dust, like it's a pretty old safe. With then instantly he looks into it and sees these comics, and he's like, "Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere around here. Ah, here they are. Maybe just one for now, to see how he'll think about it." With instantly the guy closing the safe again, and then just going back to Izuku saying, "Here, Izuku, you can have this for now. You can have this if you want. It might cheer you up." With Izuku just saying, "Huh?" And then he grabs the comic, and then he sees, and he reads it out loud saying, "Batman? Who's that?" With pretty much the store owner pretty much says, "Batman is a really old comic. It's very rare nowadays, and it's a really good story." And to be honest, it kind of, and also I heard that these are just stories about people's imaginations before quirks, and there's a lot more too. But I personally like this comic." Izuku saying, "Huh? Why?" With the guy saying, "It would be better if you just read it, Izuku." With Izuku just, "Oh, okay. Thank you, sir." With the guy saying, "No problem." And then Izuku asks, How much does it cost?" With the guy saying, "On the house. Don't worry." With Izuku saying, "Thank you, sir." With then the guy saying, "Yeah, no problem. Now come on. It's almost late and I have to close the store." Izuku is just saying, Sorry. I'll get going and thank you again." With then, of course, Izuku running off to his house. With the guy just smiling, saying, "It's good. Hopefully that cheers him up. No, it's time to go. Close the store." With then, pretty much, we go to Izuku, running towards home, and then pretty much, when he gets home, his mom says, "Izuku, you're late. Where were you?" With Izuku saying, "Oh, I was just playing around, Mom, with my friends." With Inko saying, "Oh, you weren't paying attention. You weren't paying attention towards your time. You weren't keeping track of time." Izuku saying, Yeah, sorry, Mom." Inko saying, "It's okay, Izuku, but next time, please pay attention." Izuku saying, "Yeah, I swear." "Is food ready?" With Inko saying, "No, not yet. A couple of minutes more. Just wait a few more minutes." Izuku saying, Okay. See you later, Mom. I'll be in my room if you need anything." With then, of course, Izuku goes to his room and then starts reading the comic. Like, it's the first issue of Batman, you can guess, and pretty much like the origin story of Batman about like Bruce Wayne, pretty much his parents dying, and you get the idea. And Izuku starts seeing that, whoa, it's like he's seeing this hero that's quirkless, and pretty much he's super smart, intelligent. He's only able to fight people, even fights people that are more powerful than him. And he even fought Superman. And like each time he starts reading these comics of Batman, and pretty much his favorite part of Batman is like how he outsmarts people, how he's like always like 5 or 10 steps ahead of them, and he's like the greatest detective. With Izuku starts thinking, instead of being like super strong, can he be super smart as well? Like the greatest detective, which is Izuku's new dream because of this comic. With then pretty much thinking that if he can't be a great hero, why don't I become a great detective? And maybe because of that, I'm able to get all the crimes into light, to the truth, and help people too. Which is kind of like his little thought process in that moment. And by the way, before we continue, I'm just gonna let you know that Izuku's personality is gonna be different. And pretty much, yes, he's gonna be different. He's gonna be acting different later on in the life of the What If. So, just giving you a bit of a heads up. And also the style for Izuku for later on. I'm just gonna give you a bit of a hint. If you know Persona 4, there's one character that's a detective. Yeah. If some of you guys know, good job. If some of you guys don't, just search it up, Persona 4, and pretty much you'll see who I'm talking about. And yes, he's gonna have the same hat. That's all I'm gonna say. But I digress, and let's continue. But then, of course, Izuku saying pretty much, of course, like after a few weeks, Izuku starts reading these books about like murder mystery, and pretty much Izuku and I don't know how you like. I'm like you can guess like Izuku starts trying to have a more uh, tries to think more of a how to solve mysteries and stuff like you know. And pretty much Izuku even starts reading and starts like trying to play games at like murder mystery and stuff, like puzzles and stuff. This is like just all assumption, like I assume like how you start thinking like a detective. I don't know how. I'm just guessing, really. If this is wrong, please just correct me in the like in the comments. So yes, I digress. Either way, I digress. Let's continue with, of course, Izuku, after like a few days, and even pretty much after a few days, Bakugo just kind of kept ignoring him because Izuku stopped like talking about like becoming a hero and stuff. With Bakugo, just sometimes Bakugo still does bully him, something like from time to time, but he bullies other people. With then Izuku thinking, wait, didn't Batman also learn self-defense? And then this is when Izuku started thinking that maybe he should start taking self-defense classes. Like karate, judo, kendo. You know what I mean. So, yeah. Pretty much Izuku pretty much yeah, started actually went to ask his mom if he can take self-defense classes just in case for self-defense, of course, if a villain went after him so he can hold his ground so a hero can help him. With Inko also actually thinking that that's a good idea if any person decided to attack Izuku. At least he's able to hold his ground, you know? With then instantly, of course, Inko took Izuku to self-defense classes. Of course, Izuku was having a bit of difficulty in the beginning, but he slowly started to actually get it. With then, of course, um, Izuku goes to the comic book store where he keeps getting the Batman comics. With Izuku saying, "Actually, I'm just gonna make a last name for the bookstore owner, and I'm just gonna say Mr. Hashiro. It's just a name I made. It's just a name I barely made up right now at the spot. So if it, I don't know the meaning of it. So please don't hate me." With then pretty much Mr. Hashiro actually says, "Ah, young Midoriya, how are you? You back for more books? Comic books, huh?" With Izuku saying, "Yeah, they're really cool comics. I love the comic that you gave me about Batman. They're the best. They even give me a lot of ideas too." With Hashiro saying, "What do you mean?" With Izuku saying, "Oh, here." Pretty much he gives him a little diary with pretty much Hashiro saying, "Hmm?" And pretty much he starts seeing the diary and he reads it. And it's mostly kind of the same thing as what Izuku does in canon. Pretty much sees and pretty much draws about superheroes' quirks and how they can use them, how they can help with other different circumstances, you know? With pretty much Mr. Hashiro seeing them, his eyes widen and saying, "Huh? Huh? Wow. Yep. My goodness, young man. That brain of yours works in very different ways. I bet most of these heroes never even thought of using their quirks like this." And pretty much he just starts laughing. And with Izuku saying, "You are very," with Izuku pretty much being kind of embarrassed. With Mr. Hasashiro says, "You are a very creative young man. You know that, Izuku, right?" With Izuku saying, "Mm-hmm, yeah, I know." With the man saying, "Good. Remember to never lose your spirit, because that's what you're gonna need if you want to become a hero." With Izuku saying, "Mm-hmm, yeah, I know. But thank you for telling me. And also, I kind of wanted to ask a question." With the guy saying, "What is it?" With Izuku saying, "Is there any more books of, murder mysteries?" With Hashiro saying, "Oh, so you're now into books, huh?" With Izuku saying, "They're really cool, actually. I like everything, all the twists and turns, and even the little hints in them. So amazing." With Hashiro seeing like the pretty much the passion of what Izuku is saying when he reads the murder mystery books. With Hashiro saying, "So, what type of books have you been reading?" With pretty much Izuku was explaining, "Well, I've been reading this title of this book and this one and this one, and pretty much I've been reading a lot of them." With Hashiro saying, "In your age, huh? Now that is surprising. Most people your age would read kid books, but you reading those type of books in your age? Now that's surprising." With then pretty much, of course, Izuku saying, even the librarian even was surprised of a kid like me reading it too." "So, is there actually any books you can consider?" With Hashiro saying, yes. If I remember correctly, there was this old book, a really old one. I don't know if they sell it, if they're still in the library or not, or if they sell it till today, but there is this book called Sherlock Holmes. It has a lot of murder mystery. It's very, the character Sherlock Holmes is very intriguing too. It's very not, it's very incredible if you can put your mind around it. And by the way, just letting you know before we start, I have never read any of the Sherlock Holmes books. I'm just going on by a hunch. Just please, if you read the books, please don't kill me in the comments, please. I'm just going by a hunch. But either way, I digress. With Izuku saying, "Oh, thank you. And also, can I also ask for another comic?" With pretty much, Mr. Hashiro saying, the same old, same old? You want Batman, or you want Iron Man, or any other ones?" Izuku saying, maybe Batman? Maybe Batman? With, of course, Ashido says, of course, I should have known. Okay, just wait here for a sec. With, of course, Izuku just waiting and just looking at his wallet if he has enough, saying, yeah, I have enough for it. Then instantly, Baku, pretty much instantly, Izuku hears footsteps again, and Izuku's like, again, Katsuki? Again, Kachan? Really? Why? Why do you keep being persistent on bullying me? What did I ever do to you? With Katsuki, pretty much Izuku not even looking at Katsuki. With Katsuki just saying, ugh, God damn it, Deku. Why are you always here? Ugh. Now this place is being ruined because there's a useless Deku here, guys. Why don't we get him out of here so it can be much better without a quirkless freak? Well, of course, pretty much everyone was about to go, pretty much all three of them will go walking towards Izuku. With Izuku just sighs and says, troublesome. With instantly, of course, one of the guys, I don't remember, I remember one of them having bat wings, if I remember correctly, and the other one had like stretching fingers, if I remember. I don't remember correctly, so please correct me in the comments if I am correct or wrong. But pretty much, of course, instantly, one of them, the one with the stretchy fingers, instantly stretched out to Izuku. No, wait, sorry. Yeah, I think I got it correct. Pretty much, one of them with the stretchy fingers pretty much instantly tried to grab Izuku with his stretchy fingers. With Izuku, of course, just pretty much dodging quickly. Pretty much able to dodge, barely, and quickly. And pretty much, the guy's like, huh? What? With then another one that was going to go for him, the one that was flying, he's thinking, huh, he hasn't seen me. He hasn't hurt me yet. That's good. Instantly, Izuku just saw like a little shadow, and pretty much the kid that was pretty much flying towards him as fast as a kid can be. Instantly, Izuku just ducks down. No, not ducks down. Sorry, pretty much jumps over him. Not like not like a fancy like backflip or anything. No, not like that. Like he just jumps over him, you know, like as high as he can. Which of course he was able to dodge him. With then the kid went forward, kept going forward, and then of course crashed into the other kid. With then of course pretty much making a little like a little ball because of the little force. And then at the end, you can hear a crash like. I'm gonna stop making sound effects because I don't want to embarrass myself. But yes, pretty much they crash into another shelf with the kids saying, "Oh," of course, knocked out. With then instantly Katsuki just seeing them with Izuku saying, "Ow, are you two okay?" Well, pretty much not. The only thing they can hear is just groaning in pain. With then Katsuki just sees this and he gets angry. And then he looks at Izuku saying, God damn you, Deku! Pretty much, of course, he went towards Izuku. With then Izuku just pretty much on guard. With then instantly Katsuki was gonna throw an explosion on him. With Izuku pretty much gonna move. But of course, Katsuki stops. With Katsuki confusing, huh? And then tries to go forward and pretty much tries to do a little bit of an explosion in front of Izuku, but he can't reach him. With, of course, Izuku saying, huh? Like being confused. And then he looks up and then he sees Mr. Hashido. With, of course, Hashido saying, young man, young Katsuki Bakugo. With Katsuki pretty much looking up and just says, God damn it, old man. With Mr. Hashido saying, excuse me? Who taught you how to not be? Did your mother not teach you how to respect your elders? With Katsuki saying, no, and I don't care. Just let me go. And of course he pretty much has trouble like trying to get let go by the store owner, Mr. Hashiro. With then, of course, him saying, looks to his left and sees that the kids kind of ruined the shelf of comics of All Might, Endeavor, and other heroes. With, of course, Hashiro saying, you three are in big trouble. You know that? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about the screen turning. It does that for some reason when I'm not even turning the phone over. But pretty much, yeah, I digress. Pretty much the man says, you three are in big trouble. And you're gonna organize every single comic. And I for some reason I forgot the word when I instantly just used it. Okay, instantly remembered. Shelves. I forgot it. For some reason my brain does this thing that I forget the word instantly when I was trying to use it again. Like, what the hell? But of course I digress. With instantly, of course, then Izuku just sees that Mr. Hashiro is just holding on to Bakugo with just like on the shirt, just like not letting him move, with the other hand just having the Batman comic, with pretty much Ashiro saying, here you go, Izuku. Here's your Batman comic. I hope you enjoy it. With Izuku saying, thank you again. And of course, he pays him, he gives them, Izuku pays for the comic, of course. He's a responsible child, as some people should be in this what if. But of course, I digress. Pretty much we continue with Izuku going off, with Katsuki saying, get back here, Deku! With of course, Katsuki having a bit of a tantrum there. With Mr. Hashiro saying, young man, it's time for you to do some chores. With Katsuki saying, whatever, old man, let me go! With Mr. Hashiro saying, oh, then you don't mind if I call your mother, do you? With that innocent smile, he was hiding something more scarier. Something terrifying even for Katsuki. With Katsuki saying, just pretty much looking at him saying, you wouldn't. With Hashiro saying, oh, wouldn't I? Okay then. Pretty much he goes towards the phone while still holding on to Katsuki. With Katsuki trying to force him to let go. With, of course, Hashiro saying, going pretty much on the phone. And it's like dialing. With pretty much, we go to Katsuki pretty much trying to use his quirk, trying to explode the hand for him to let go. With then pretty much, Hashiro saying, it won't work. Your quirk is not as developed. So I recommend you stop. Sorry if you heard me burping. But pretty much, Katsuki saying, just let me go, you old man. With, of course, instantly Hashiro saying, pretty much hearing saying, hello. I forgot Katsuki's mother's name. I forgot her name. Was it Mizuki? Was it Mizuki? I don't remember. Shoot. But I think yes. I'm just gonna call her Miss Katsuki. So yes, I hope you don't mind. With pretty much, Miss Katsuki, I am here to call you about your son. With Miss Katsuki saying, did he of course trouble you again? With of course, Mr. Hashima. God, I can't talk for some reason. Just ignore all the rambling. So pretty much, of course, he says yes and no. He was mostly bullying a kid, again, in my store. And also, he made a bit of a mess with his young friends. With, of course, Miss Katsuki saying, I'm so sorry, Mr. Hashime. I really am messing up the names, god damn it. Sorry if I'm messing it up. Pretty much, Mr. Hashime, I am so sorry that my son is such a troublemaker. With, of course, Mr. Hashime says, it's fine, don't worry. just make sure you give your son a few. Just be a bit more strict with him. His ego is starting to inflate a bit more than it has to. If he wants to be a hero, that is, it's not a good sign. With Miss Katsuki saying, "Yes, don't worry, I'll take care of that. So, how can how can I help?" With pretty much, of course, Hashime saying, "Well then, is it okay if he cleans around the store a bit?" With, of course, Miss Katsuki saying, "Why, of course. If it'll teach him how to be, it'll teach him a bit of discipline that he needs." Of course, Mr. Hashime still looks at Katsuki, pretty much just trying to make him let go of the shirt. With pretty much Hashime says, "Okay, I'll pass you to your son." With, of course, Katsuki just stops and just looks at him, telling him to, "No, don't do it." Like, like the signs to, like, like silently telling him, like, "No, stop, no, stop it." With, of course, Miss Katsuki says, yes, I would like that very much." With, of course, Hashime says, "Yes, here you go." And he says, "Katsuki Bakugo, the calls for you." And pretty much with a devilish grin, and Katsuki just feeling fear in his entire body. Instantly, he just gets the phone and puts it in his ear, saying, "Hello?" With then instantly yelling, saying, "Katsuki Bakugo!" With instantly everyone in the store winces from the ear, pretty much from the scream and how loud it was. With then, of course, Hashime like just letting go of Katsuki and then instantly just like rubbing his ears, like closes his ears because how loud the voice that Miss Katsuki did. Mizuki, I think it's Mizuki, but I don't know if I'm correct. I'm sorry if all of you are getting annoyed for me not remembering the names, but I'm able to remember some of them. But I digress. Of course, Katsuki just says, "Ow! Damn it, old lady, you're screaming too loud!" With then instantly Mizuki, maybe Mizuki's the name, I don't remember. I'm sorry. Pretty much instantly, Mizuki says, "Excuse me, young man?" With instantly, Katsuki just remembering what he said to her, he's like, uh-oh. With then instantly, Miss Mizuki just saying, "You are grounded. No games." Like, pretty much just telling him no games, no electronics, no nothing, no hanging out with friends for a month. And also, since you were bullying someone, that makes it 1 month and 3 weeks. Sorry, yeah, 2 weeks and a half. Why not? With Katsuki saying, "What? No fit? That's not fair." With Mizuki saying, "Well, that's what you deserve if you're not treating someone right. So, I recommend you change that attitude of yours, young man." With Katsuki saying, "Stupid old lady." With Mizuki saying, "What did you just say?" With Katsuki saying, "Yes, ma'am, I understand." And Mizuki says, "Good. Oh, and you and your little friends are gonna help Hash. God, I don't know why, but I can't say the names right. Hashida, 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 Hashima, Hashima, Hashida or Hashima. I don't remember. I have horrible memories, but pretty much Hashima to clean the store like it was before, and then after that you come home and you're grounded. Understood?" With of course Katsuki saying, "Stupid old lady, fine." Well, and pretty much Mizuki saying, "What was that, young man?" With Katsuki saying, "Okay, I will, stupid old lady. Bye." Instantly, he ends the call and just gives back the phone. With Katsuki saying, and pretty much just grumbles under his breath and just pretty much goes and picks up his two, like, still unconscious friends and cleans up the store with them. With then pretty much Katsu's like, and pretty much just rumbles everything under his breath. But then, of course, we go to Izuku. With, of course, Izuku sees that, pretty much just goes home. And instantly, when he gets home, he sees his mom. With pretty much just sitting on the couch. With Izuku saying, Mom! With then Inko saying, Izuku! And pretty much, of course, Izuku goes to his mom and hugs her, saying, Mom, how, how are you, Mom? Did everything go okay? With, of course, Inko saying, Of course, everything was okay. Everything went great. Now, also, guess what? With Izuku saying, What? With Inko saying, There's someone said said that they would give me a little present surprise to you. Izuku saying, What? What's the surprise? With instantly Inko saying, Here. And just pretty much behind, pretty much she just gives him a little gift. A little wrapped up gift in a box. Izuku saying, What's this? Inko saying, your dad hurt. I called your dad a few times and letting him know that you actually like being a detective too. And he was surprised of what you were able to do. And he's also very proud, Izuku. With Izuku looking up at his mom saying, Really? Dad gave me this? Inko saying, Now, come on, open it up. And then instantly Izuku opens his gift like it was like a Christmas present or a birthday present, as how you can think of a child being excited opening up like a gift. With then instantly Izuku getting it and just sees, wow, it looks like a detective hat. And of course, it's the same hat as a little person named Naoto from Persona 4. If you guys know that person, nice. Now, let's continue. Of course, we're gonna skip. This is gonna be a weird place to skip a few times, but pretty much yes. We skip ahead of time, like about. Wait. So pretty much, of course, we're gonna skip to like about. Uh, like by the time he turns 15. No, yeah, barely turned 15. With then, of course, Izuku says, uh, pretty much gets a happy birthday from Inko. And then pretty much Izuku, we go to Izuku just not being like almost emotionless. With Inko saying, Happy birthday, Izuku. Here's your present. And Izuku says, Huh? Oh, thanks, Mom. And he just does a soft smile. With then, of course, Inko sees Izuku. Don't worry. We're starting a new life here. With Izuku saying, yeah, sure. With then Inko saying, Aren't you excited to make new friends? We're start. We're here in Shibuya, and things are gonna get easier from now on. Don't worry, there won't be any more bullies now. We're far away from Katsuki, and for what he did to you, it won't happen again. With then Izuku instantly having a quick flashback. With pretty much Izuku running towards Katsuki saying, Katsuki, what the hell, man? What are you doing? With Katsuki saying, showing this bitch of where she belongs. And pretty much, of course, Katsuki was about to punch her, with the girl saying, Please, stop. I'm sorry. Please. With Katsuki, pretty much Izuku just punches the shit out of Katsuki. With pretty much Izuku telling her, Go! Run! Now! And we end, and instantly an explosion happens. And then we go back to the present. With then Ingo saying, Izuku? Izuku? With then Izuku saying, huh? Yeah. What's up, Mom? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry. With Ingo saying, you ready to go to your new school? With Izuku saying, yeah. Let's go. With then, of course, Izuku going to his room and just ready to go to sleep. And by the way, yes, there's gonna be some dark. I forgot to say this, but there's gonna be dark scenes here if you feel uncomfortable. I forgot to say this in the beginning. There's gonna be dark scenes. There's gonna be a lot of things that are personal and stuff. You can guess where this is going. So if you feel uncomfortable, it's okay if you want to click off. I forgot to say this in the beginning because I was too excited to actually do this what if because I thought it was a personally I thought it was a good idea. But I shall be quiet and let's continue with the what if. With Izuku just going to his room and just changes because he has long sleeves into like something comfortable, like from pajama, like something comfortable, like a black t-shirt and some shorts. And pretty much there's some scars on Izuku's arms. With Izuku just looking at his arms and instantly having a flashback to when he was at the school. There was pieces of glass next to him. There was blood happening, and he looked up, and Katsuki just looks like a maniac. With then pretty much, we go back to the present with Izuku shaking his head saying, it's all in the past, don't worry. With then, of course, Izuku goes to sleep. Izuku says, a new beginning, tomorrow. And he goes to sleep. With instantly, Izuku wakes up and goes to the new school. And then he is told he pretty much goes to a school. And pretty much they drive there with pretty much Inko saying, I know this is going to be uncomfortable for you, Izuku, but please, try to do your best. With Izuku saying, yeah, don't worry about it, Mom. I will. With Izuku saying, and also, I'm going to try to get my driver's license quickly, so you won't have the trouble to drive me to school. With Inko saying, don't worry, it's fine. It's not a bother for me. With Izuku saying, sure. But then instantly, Izuku and Inko park their car. With then, of course, Izuku standing in front of a school, and it says Shuji Academy. If I think that is correct. I think I said the correct name for the school where they go. With it instantly, Izuku and Inko hear another car coming up. But then, of course, instantly, wait, sorry. Pretty much instantly, of course, Izuku and Inko see another car being stopped here. And then instantly, they see a man and pretty much a kid that looks like Izuku's age. But then, pretty much, of course, Izuku just sees him and feels and just thinks, he must be the transfer I've been hearing about from the rumors. He's supposedly some kind of corrupted killer or something. Yeah, something tells me he isn't. With then, of course, instantly Izuku just keeps staring at the kid, and then the guy notices Izuku and just stares back, and both of them just stare at each other like this. But then both of them just have this weird feeling of that they know each other, but they don't at the same time, you know? But instantly, they keep walking forward with instantly saying, come on, kid, let's keep going forward. I'm not going to be able to do Sojiro's voice, so please don't hate me. So pretty much, of course, Izuku and Inko just keep walking and go to the office. With then, of course, instantly the two people saying, "Ah, yes, you are Inko Midoriya, yes?" With Inko saying, yes, I am, sir. And this is my son. This is my son, Izuku Midoriya. With, of course, Izuku just saying, "Hey." And, of course, he still has that little detective hat, like, pretty much. With the man noticing, saying, nice hat. Izuku saying, thanks. Nice, suit. Pretty much just saying. Of course, he's just trying to be compliment, not trying to make anything wrong. With the man just saying, "Ah, thank you, young man." With instantly, of course, Miss, what was her name? Wait, I wrote her name down right here. Just let me look for it. It is Miss Kawakami, if I think I wrote the name correctly. And pretty much, Miss Kawakami saying, you two are the new students for us. What was your name again? And wait, let me search up the name again. Because I know that the main character has two names, but I remember only the beginning part, which is Ren. Let me just search up the name quickly. Okay, I got the name. It's Ren Amamiya. With pretty much Ren saying, "Ren Amamiya, and pleasure to meet you." With, of course, Miss Kawakami says, yeah, and you, Izuku Midoriya, correct? Classes start in a few minutes. You can go. You are gonna start tomorrow, though. With Izuku saying, huh? May I ask why he's gonna start tomorrow? With, of course, Miss Kawakami saying, you heard the rumors, correct? Izuku saying, what rumors? With, of course, Izuku just playing dumb with him saying, of course, I'm just thinking, of course I heard the rumors. Anyone can hear it as plain as day. It's the only thing that's been talked about in this whole school. About how a kid just was harassing a lady with the guy just pretty much stopping him. And something tells me that there's something more to the story. I'll think that to Sherlock Holmes there. With then, of course, Kawakami saying, well, if you want to know, then with instantly the principal saying, Miss Kawakami, if please do respect other people's privacy. With Kawakami saying, yes, sorry, Mr. Principal. With, of course, Izuku just giving her a glare. With her pretty much catching it. With her just giving him a glare back. With Izuku is the one that's giving the glare. With, of course, then the principal says, Miss Kawakami. And just instantly her saying, yes, Mr. Principal? The principal saying, please give them their student identifications, please. Of course, she gives them their student IDs, and pretty much just says, Izuku Midoriya, please go to my class in time. Izuku saying, yeah, sure, whatever. Instantly, they leave quickly. With then instantly Izuku just goes and just says, okay, Mom, see you at home. I'll call you when school's over. With Ingo saying, be careful, okay, honey? Izuku saying, Mom, you know I've been exercising and also have self-defense classes. I'm almost a black belt. With pretty much Izuku says, and remember, I'm good at kendo. And I have a lot more under my belt. Pun intended. With Izuku just chuckling, with Inko just kind of does also a chuckle. With Inko saying, I know, it's just... With Izuku saying, I know, and I'm thankful that you care about me. But I have to do this on my own. Don't get me wrong, I'm thankful that you try to watch over me, but things will get better, Mom. I promise. With Inko saying, okay. Be careful. If you need anything, I'm just one call away. And I'll stop everything and be right next to you, okay? With Inko just walking backwards and just says, love you, and just gives him like kisses. And Izuku is just saying, love you too, Mom. Bye. With then, of course, instantly, Izuku just hears a door's open to his right and just pretty much just stands on the corner. And just hears with pretty much just saying, okay, kid. Try not to make any trouble, please. With pretty much the guy saying, yeah, I'll promise. Of course, Sojiro is saying, come on, let's go home. With then, of course, Izuku, pretty much the guy, Ren is a bit behind him, just walking slowly. With then instantly, Sojiro just bumps into someone with him saying, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Izuku just saying, it's okay. With then pretty much just sees that all his stuff from his bag kind of fell. With then pretty much Izuku just helping him and just says, by the way, I know there's something behind the rumors. With Ren saying, huh? What do you mean? Izuku saying, there's something more behind this, isn't there? Not just a single story. There's always something behind the real thing, or more meaning to it. With Ren, pretty much both of them look into their eyes with Izuku saying, what really happened that night, or day, specifically? Ren just saying, I don't know what you mean. Pretty much, of course, Izuku just puts back all the note journal, pretty much the notebooks and stuff. Izuku saying, yeah, sorry. Odd question, even for someone you haven't met. Either way, I hope we can become friends. Pretty much, Izuku grabbing one of the journals, with then Ren just grabbing it saying, sure. What's your name? Izuku saying, Izuku Midoriya. With Izuku pretty much just putting out a hand for Joker to shake, with Joker taking it, or pretty much Ren taking it, and just says, yeah. Ren Amamiya. Nice to meet you. Amamiya. It's Amamiya, sorry. Ren Amamiya. Pleasure to meet you as well. With then Izuku saying, well, see you tomorrow. Oh, and before you go, pretty much Izuku just giving Ren his phone number, with Ren saying, huh? Why are you... With pretty much Izuku saying, well, you're gonna need someone to be your friend, and I'll be your first, why not? Are you gonna walk home? Are you gonna walk to school? With, of course, Ren saying, with Izuku saying, yeah, this is awkward for you. Don't blame yourself. Anyway, see ya. With Ren just saying, that's odd, but in a way, nice to know. That's good to know that some people don't believe in the rumors. With, of course, Izuku just walking off saying, something isn't right, just by hearing the stories. There's always something deeper down the story. There always is. With pretty much Izuku just looks down his hand, and then sees, and then just a big flash of blood on his hands just show. With Izuku just saying, and he just presses it, pretty much just like, what's the word? Like, puts his hand into a fist, and just says, there always is someone behind the stream, behind the stage. With then, of course, Izuku pretty much instantly, Izuku just, of course, keeps walking. And he goes to class where Miss Kawakami goes. Of course, everything goes the same as pretty much Kawakami is just teaching, and some other teachers switch for like showing other other things, like history, whatever you can think of. With, of course, Izuku just being bored, and of course he just decides to listen into some rumors or whatever he hears. With then, of course, Izuku just wasn't paying attention and just looking at his phone. With he bumps someone saying, oh, and he pretty much falls on his butt, pretty much saying, oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. With then the foot just pretty much steps on the phone, with Izuku saying, hey! With Izuku then instantly looks up at someone with a teacher. With the guy looks at him like he's looking at some new slave or something. Izuku just sees the thing. Excuse me, you're on my phone. Pretty much there was that tone of like a bit of a threat, but also trying to keep composure, trying to not be suspicious. And I said, I'm sorry for bumping into you. With, of course, the guy just looks at him and just says, ah, and pretty much just instantly just turns like, it's like a switch instantly. It's like, he's like, sorry, I wasn't paying attention as well. And, oh, yikes, I kind of messed up your phone there. Sorry about that, kid. And of course, Izuku looks at him saying, yeah, no problem. I forgot his name, but I think the only thing I can remember is Kamoshida, if that's his last name. But wait, let me search it up real quick. I'll be back. Sorry, now I searched up the name, and pretty much says, sorry, kid. With Izuku saying, yeah, whatever. Instantly, pretty much looks to his eyes saying, may I know your name at least? With, of course, that tone of, like, just annoyance. With the guy, pretty much, of course, the teacher noticing, saying, yeah, how rude of me. It's Suguru Kamoshida. Nice to meet you. I'm your PE teacher. Izuku saying, nice to meet you. Now, please move to the side, because I want to go home. The guy says, yeah, sure, here. And of course, Kamoshida moves. When, of course, like, no one noticed it, but in the inside, he's like, this little brat. I'm gonna show him some respect. With, of course, all the other students are looking at Izuku, and you're, like, whispering about him, saying, what? How is he disrespecting him like that? What? Doesn't he know who he is? With Izuku just goes and says, great. First day of school and people are already talking about me. Nice. No thanks to that bastard over there. With then pretty much one person is just staring at Izuku with him saying, I think he sees through Kamoshida. So he sees through Suguru. That's good to know. Well, not like the other bastards. Not like the other students here. Instantly, of course, we go to the next day. With then, of course, Izuku just goes home with Inko saying, Izuku, I'm gonna take you, why don't I take you to school? With Izuku saying, no, Mom, I'd rather walk. It kind of helps me think, you know? With pretty much Inko understanding saying, okay, but be careful, okay? With Izuku saying, yeah, I will, Mom. With then instantly Izuku just walks past and just goes into the subway. With then instantly just going through the crowd. With instantly Izuku just pretty much about to fall. But he grabs the pole and says, whoa, that was close. With instantly Izuku just goes and walks down the path of where, pretty much the same as canon for Persona 5, of where Ryuji and Ren meet, with the inclusion of Izuku walking down there. But then instantly Izuku walks down and just sees Ren standing there with some girl. Within instantly Izuku just walks up to him saying, yo, Ren, how are you? With Ren saying, oh, Izuku, are you? I'm good. You? Izuku saying, yeah, but this rain is totally crazy. Do you know, where did it even come from though? I even forgot my umbrella. With Ren saying, yeah, it was pretty crazy. With then pretty much, of course, Izuku notices and sees something on Ren's phone saying, huh? What's that app? With Ren saying, just says, huh? What app? And he sees, and just sighs saying, this thing again. With Izuku saying, huh? What's wrong? With Ren saying, I don't know why, but this app keeps appearing, and I keep trying to delete it, but it doesn't stay deleted. With pretty much, Ren just opens it, and it just looks like a regular recording app. With Izuku saying, huh, that's odd. With then, of course, Anne of course, they don't know who she is. With then, pretty much, Anne just goes, and of course, Suguru pretty much picks up Anne as same as canon. With Izuku just glares at the teacher. With the teacher notices and he glares at him back. With then instantly they both go. With of course Suguru puts on a mask. With then pretty much instantly Ryuji runs past saying, "No, no, no! Damn that pervy teacher!" With Ren saying, with of course Ren saying, "Pervy teacher?" With Izuku saying, pretty much both Izuku and Ren saying the same thing. With Ren saying, yeah, oh crap. So now you're gonna tell him, you're gonna tattle on me, snitch on me now? With of course both of them both Izuku and Ren just shaking their heads saying, no. But then of course, Ryuji saying, why? And yeah, by the way, don't you know who Suguru is? With Izuku saying, with pretty much both of them, both Izuku and Ren shake their heads, with Ryuji saying, "Are you cheating with me? Are you joking right now? You really don't?" With Izuku saying, "No, we're both transfer students." With Ryuji saying, "Oh, so that's why you don't know who he is. Don't worry about it, just some damn perv. We should get going. We'll be late if we don't keep going." With of course instantly they go the same as canon, same path as canon, and the same thing as canon happens. With pretty much the whole place being distorted and weirdly happening with Izuku, Ryuji, and Ren are so confused or what happened with pretty much Ryuji saying, "What the hell? Did we take the wrong turn?" With pretty much Izuku going to the map saying, "No, we're at the right place." But with pretty much Izuku saying, "Why is there a castle here?" With pretty much I don't remember most of the conversation, but pretty much the same as canon, where of course Suguru's shadow pretty much captures the three instead of just the two. It's the three because of course Izuku is in this. But then pretty much, oh, sorry about that. With pretty much instantly Izuku and of course Ryuji saying, "What the hell?" Because they were knocked out. With pretty much all three of them trapped. With Izuku pretty much being like the farthest on the wall, like the wall. Pretty much all three of them like sharing one cell. With then pretty much Izuku saying, what happened? Did we get kidnapped or something?" With of course all of them confusing. Where are we? Of course, Suguru's shadow kind of happens as canon. And of course, pretty much he hits Ren with Ryuji saying, "What the hell? Leave him alone, you bastard." And remember, there's like a lot of plot holes in my what if because I don't have too much information. I just have the basic information. So, yeah. So, pretty much, I digress. Let's continue. So, pretty much, of course, Suguru, which with Izuku and Ryuji really confused with you. Izuku saying, what's with the getup? Are you just... I'm confused right now, okay? Is this like some type of weird day that this is happening here? Or instantly, Suguru just tells, "Shut up, peasant!" With instantly just slapping Izuku. With pretty much Izuku just spits and... Ugh. Yeah. With Izuku saying, not bad. I had worse. With instantly Izuku just push kicks Suguru on the stomach with Suguru just panting saying, and of course Suguru tries to get like air in his lungs. With Ryuji saying, "Damn, hell of a good kick." Izuku just saying, "Thanks." Self-defense classes. Comes in handy. With of course instantly Izuku just pretty much, of course, is like trying to turn his arms on something. He's like, come on, damn it. With pretty much, of course, him not paying attention of what's happening, with instantly, he sees one of the shadows was about to attack him. Izuku's like, what the hell? Instantly, Ren says, just yells out, stop it! With all of them stop. With, of course, Suguru says, so, you want to be the first to go? Well then, be my guest. And of course, same thing as canon happens, where he awakens his persona. With both pretty much their chains and shackles kind of burn and like get destroyed. With of course his Ren's getup also pretty much changes. And pretty much Izuku and Ren saying, what the hell? And that's where I'm going to leave it off for today. I hope you enjoyed this new What If. If I need any more information or if I messed some things, please tell me in the comments and I shall try to fix it for the next part. I hope you enjoy. Have a good day, good night, good afternoon, or good morning, or wherever you are. Take care, y'all. Bye.